I am looking to charge the Warings with obstruction.
Give it up, Carmichael.
This is. The detectives tried to talk to a Mrs. Angela Cruz who used to work for the Warings. Mrs. Cruz was afraid to talk to them because the Warings threatened her with deportation. I want the detectives to search the Warings' apartment to find proof they knew their threat was extortionate and thereby obstructed justice. I expect to find a copy of Mrs. Cruz's green card. I expect to find her social security number.
You didn't tell us you booked time with a grand jury.
What grand jury? Could he have attacked the baby?
Sure.
You can't speak to him without his parents' permission. They say no.
Well, call me if they...
Cats, setting fires, whatever. According to the court records, the agency neglected to mention the boy had attachment disorder. If?
Attachment disorder's overdiagnosed. Like hyperactivity. Kid can't sit still. He's hyperactive. Kid hates his...
Eaten when he cried. He ate out of a garbage can because his mother would forget to feed him. What will they do when he's 18?
We're doing...
Jack McCoy. Abby Carmichael. Thrilled to be working with you. As for Nicholas Waring, I gave his parents a chance to do it the easy way.
So you do an end run around at civil rights?
He's gone from dogs to babies. What's next? Should I have waited? I weighed his rights against society's. My decision was ethical and legal. It's nothing for the disciplinary committee to sweat over. Sorry. I know they exonerated you. It's just that I don't like being second-guessed either.
I wouldn't be.
I'll keep that in mind. The Warings filed their appeal on guardianship. I started briefing our response if you want to take a look.
I'm sure it's brilliant and on.
They told me the autopsy would be ready at the end of the week.
You should get to know the cutters, and the cut and bruises were inflicted post-mortem.
This says the baby was 2.5 years old. The Waring's daughter is 13 months. They autopsied the wrong kid. It's long-term neglect. That's why she appeared so small.
Small. My sister's baby is the same age.
According to the ME, your baby was 2.5 years old.
Now, where did you get the baby?
Used her birth certificate to document and sell another baby. Requested her birth certificate in the last 12 months. I need to know from you if anyone besides you had the certificate.
Felony.
You're saying you were unaware the baby was at risk.
That's what I'm...
We need to talk to your client.
Information.
Your client's identity is not privileged.
I say it is.
You want to be charged as an accessory? Arrest him.
Charge.
Filing a false business document for starters.
That should hold up about 10 minutes, Abby.
The man is a partner at Peterson and Gold. It doesn't make sense he would dummy up a birth certificate for a client.
It's closer to home. A relative.
For himself. Find out if he has a wife or a girlfriend with a baby that suddenly isn't there anymore. Thank you. At this time, we suspect you of abandoning your baby. Before we go on, we have to advise you of your rights.
I know my rights.
Are you waiving them or asserting them? If you only had her for a month, the adoption isn't final. What's the problem?
We didn't have anything to do with that. She was going to die anyway.
First died here. It's a result of...
Dealings with the Connerys. So, who do you want to put on trial?
...of a report prepared by the director of the orphanage.
My parents were drained, financially and emotionally.
Mrs. Connery, was Mariana covered under your medical insurance?
No, we couldn't get coverage because of her pre-existing medical conditions.
So the cost of treating her would have been borne entirely by you?
Yes.
You knew she required a specific diet to keep her alive, is that right?
Yes.
You knew from experience how difficult it was to feed her?
Yes.
But when you abandoned Mariana to the broker, you decided to keep that tidbit of information to yourself, correct?
Yes.
Did it occur to you to call the broker and tell him after she was in her new home?
I assumed that whoever got the baby would take her to the doctor.
Bother you that your assumption cost Mariana her life? Falsified documents. Why hide where she came from? In fact, as long as you could make her somebody else's problem, you just didn't give a damn, did you? Did you call Children's Services? Did you talk to your own doctor? Did you talk to other families who were in similar situations? Did you, Miss Connery? I have nothing further, Your Honor. The ones who could give me someone bigger in return. All the Connerys have to offer is their plea bargained remorse. She's still trying to blame it on Kostov. Did you see her husband cut her off? Oh, gentlemen, please. That sorry excuse for a woman has a hole in her soul.
That's enough. I didn't think...
One all around. I'll start working on the pre-sentence reports. Any suggestions?
You mean who should spend more time in prison? Kostov or the Connerys? Don't get me started.
We can always skip the report and take no position, leave it to the judge.
Let's do that for the sake of world peace.
The Warings filed a petition to get their son back. We have till the end of the week to file our objections.
You and I agree we're too busy.